Hello everybody and welcome back to Reduced Retail. So today we have a really quick video I'm going to make over some LED puck lights. I found these on Amazon, and as you can see in the listing here real quick, they have pretty good reviews, not a ton of them, but I found this to be a pretty good price. Now I'd been hesitant to go with some LED puck lighting in our kitchen because I was afraid that they would not be able to match the warm lighting that is actually in the kitchen. I thought a lot of times these LEDs that they use will give off a bluish white tint or hue, and so it does not match with your warmer incandescent lights. However, over time they've gotten better and they've definitely come down in price, and I found a pretty good deal on these. Like I said, about 20 bucks as you can see in that listing. And so I'm gonna, see how these work for my setting. I've taken some before pictures and I'll definitely show you the after pictures once I get these installed. But as usual, I want you guys to take a look as I open this. I've never seen exactly what they look like and what all that entails. But let's go ahead and pop these open. As you can see, they're 60 lumens, and this should be a 6-pack, and they're remote controlled. And the other big thing is these should be battery operated. Now I wanted to go, before I get a little bit further, I wanted to go in, the reason I chose battery is because I did not want to have to make any holes to be drilled into my cabinetry. Under my cabinetry, sometimes you get those darker areas and those shadows are casted later in the evening, and sometimes it's just hard to see what's under the cabinet. So in our kitchen, we have a lot of stuff under our cabinets that is directly on the countertops, and so I wanted to light those areas up. So that's kind of why I chose this, but I did not want to drill the holes until I saw the color and whether it matched well enough with the rest of the color in the room. So that's why I went with battery operated. Eventually I might go up to a fully wired system that I wouldn't have to change the batteries on. However, for now, this should be good. We'll see how many batteries it takes to run each one. But as we open it, so it looks like, so we have some of these 3M adhesive tiles, and it looks like they've given us an extra one. So it looks like I'm counting 7 there. So they've given us an extra tile in case you mess something up or need to remove one and put it in a different spot. But these are always good. These work really well. I'm guessing, especially from the feel of this box, these are going to be pretty light pucks. Once you add the batteries into them, it will, make them a little bit heavier, but it's better if they're actually lighter because they will stay stuck better. So we have some sort of a, this device complies with part 15 of the FCC rules. Yep, some sort of legal requirements they're told to put in there. And looks like, battery operated puck. So this is your little assembly instructions. So we have there, you guys can see that. Pretty straightforward. It looks like you pick where you want to put it, put the batteries, put the adhesive, and you can manually turn it on and off, or they have remotes, which I think I saw them here. So there are 2. I'm guessing you have 3 and 3, but if they're on the same frequency, I would imagine you don't need, I bet this will work for all 6, but I'm not sure. So I will test that out as well. But let's take a look at one of these. Alrighty, yep, they're lightweight. And I wasn't really worried about color. These are gonna sit up under the cabinetry, as you can imagine, so nobody will see them. But I like this actually, the housing for it. It's kind of got that frosted look, so that should help with the color as well. But if we, so if you click it, you can hear that power, or like we said, you can use the controller, so the remote for that. But yeah, overall pretty happy. Let's go ahead and open this and see what we have. Alrighty, so it looks like we have 3 AAAs that we're gonna use. So that, I guess, will be one thing. It looks like if you have 3 AAAs per LED puck, you're going to be looking at 24 batteries. That's pretty sizable amount of batteries. So that will be a part of an investment. You almost will have an investment in batteries as you will LED pucks. But the benefit is with these being LED, they will draw quite a small amount of power. So those 3 AAAs should last quite a while. But yeah, let's go ahead, and I actually have a few batteries down here. Let's pop this open and see how it looks. Alrighty everybody, so I finally got them back on, and I did have a little bit of issue getting that back on. It's not that it's a design flaw, but for whatever reason, I guess you really got to make sure you line these up properly, and then you twist it over, and then it will stay stuck. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what color we have here. Oh yes, okay, so that's certainly a lighter color. Now, you can actually see the more incandescent, the warmer color here on my granite versus what I have with I'll turn my lights off here. Yeah, that's much closer in color that I was looking for than what the lights that I use on my videos are quite a bit wider, which I need in these circumstances. But for this, that's kind of what I was looking for. Let's see if we can't get this battery operated controller going here. Pretty basic, nothing too fancy, but wasn't expecting anything too fancy. There you go. Okay, so we'll do on and light 10%. Oh, that's pretty neat. You can actually see off the glare. Unfortunately, you guys aren't going to see the full effect. And then there is timers. So this is the controller, very basic, but sometimes that's a good thing because it'll keep any issues from happening. You kind of want just a basic, too many controls and it doesn't work, but it looks like you can just see it getting dimmer. Pretty cool. Or brighter. I don't know as much of a change as you guys can see. The bigger change is when I do probably the 10% up to the 100%. So there's small changes that you can make inside there, but the biggest thing is off, on, off, on. Perfect. Alrighty, so far so good. Let's get these installed and I'll let you guys see the before and after pictures. Alrighty everybody, we are back and I've had a chance to now install these LED puck lights. And it was very easy. You just throw the 3M tape on the back and stick them in after you install the batteries. And as you saw, I was kind of struggling earlier with the batteries, but actually what I found is there's a little notch right here. If you can see, there's actually two, I should say, one and one. And what you do is you kind of align those off to the just catty corner from each other, and then you pull them together so they're in line. So you can just find that. So there's only one in one of these little notches, or I guess rivets on the outside, and all you do is put them close together, just away from each other, and then pull them together, and that's how you get that back on. So one thing I did want to talk about is they are dimmable. They do have timers on them all through the remotes. The remotes actually worked pretty good. They're not going to be where they can pick up from 100 feet away, but you can't be maybe upstairs and try to use the remotes. They're obviously got to be within line of sight. However, I could be kind of on the edge of my kitchen and get all of the lights from one spot. So I just keep my my remote in a drawer right where it needs to be. So overall, what do I think of these? And I will show you some before and after pics. They definitely have a nice setting of brightness to them. I do probably leave them on the 80%, maybe 100%, depending on how bright the exterior light is coming into the home. But you definitely at night get a presence that there is plenty of light onto the countertops from under the cabinetry. And so I do like that. But my biggest complaint is I definitely think that I would like a more warm color. I thought, and I hadn't done a ton of research on what 4000K versus 2800K is on the light spectrum, but from what I found, I didn't quite get that mix. It's not a real blue-white light, but it's more of a whiter light, so it's getting on the spectrum towards the darker white, maybe almost like a yellowish warm white that my incandescents give off, but it is not quite there. And so as you'll see in these before and after pictures, you'll see that there's a little bit of a noticeable difference. However, I've really kind of enjoyed them, so I probably actually will keep them just because they're so easy to change out the batteries. They do exactly what they kind of advertise, and for about 20 bucks you can really kind of enhance your kitchen pretty easily. And you can do any type, I shouldn't even just say kitchen, you can do any type of under mounting light, especially for like a workbench. Anything like that would be really easy. I will put a link in the description below if you want to find these. But overall, they work as advertised. Just know they're not going to be the warmer light. They'll be kind of like the picture showed, more of a white light. But like I said, very happy with them. I may end up looking down the road for a more warmer light setup. I have looked for a non-battery version, but what I want to do is see how good 3 AAA batteries, suit this model, how long they last. And I might end up doing an update video if it's superior. If not, I might, choose a different item, even maybe a hardwired version, and then do a review on that. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description below. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate all your guys' comments and all of your support on this. I have a bunch of cool new videos still coming that I'm going to keep on putting out. So guys, please enjoy them and subscribe to see those. You all have a great day and take care.